what in the world? What are you doing up here? Of course I'm glad to see you. I always am. What is it, Marion?
Hitchcock was a master in creating tension before the actual event occurred. Be it Psycho or any of his other films, he always believed what leads to the event is more important than the actual event itself. I will be discussing how Hitchcock's editing techniques strongly shaped the viewer's experience in his film Psycho. The shower scene from Psycho almost certainly qualifies as the most referenced and parodied in the history of cinema. It has a variety of key camera angles and shots which create a visual whirlpool of tension for the audience. These include several mid-shots showing body language and also facial expression, numerous close-ups and extreme close-ups emphasizing particular objects or characters' reactions, and finally point-of-view shots putting the audience in the position of the victim and the killer. The shot begins showing a mid-shot of the victim in the shower, in which all is peaceful. By zooming in slightly and panning somewhat to the left, the camera reveals the killer coming into the room. This obviously creates suspense by itself. However, this is cleverly underlined by the dramatic irony that the audience knows the killer is there, but the victim does not. We can see the editor use shot reverse shot when it goes from the woman to the killer's point of view. The pace of that section is fast and is over very quickly. At the climax, when the murderer starts stabbing, fast cuts and loud music are used to frighten the audience and also break the suspense that had been created with the silence and slow-paced editing. After the stabbing occurs, the editor chooses to linger in what has just happened, holding the shots for much longer. By doing this, one could suggest that the editing reflects the life of the woman, and as she is dying slowly, the cuts are holding for longer. What's even more interesting is the fact that we never actually see the knife enter the woman's flesh, yet we're convinced we do through the sight of stabbing, sound effects, the musical score, and of course, the careful editing. The movie is purposely filmed in black and white, as this creates a harshness and primarily communicates mystery in the suspense. Hitchcock uses panning across the bathtub floor to the plug hole to direct the audience's focus to Marion's downfall. This continuity is maintained as a fade transition of the plug hole merges into Marion's still eye in a rotating motion. A modern analysis of this shot would associate Marion's open eye as a means to show that she died due to shock and pain, and was fully conscious when she was killed.
Well, as you say, old habits die hard. It's possible this girl could have registered under another name. Do you mind if I look at your book?
No.
The shot in the film that I was most compelled by was when Arbogast is interrogating Bates in the motel. You know that Bates is onto something as he starts to appear slightly anxious when Arbogast requests to see the register and he spots a name. Norman leans over to see the name, but Hitchcock doesn't cut to another angle. Instead, the shot follows Norman, and we see the bottom of his jaw for quite a long period of time. This adds to the awkwardness of the encounter between Norman and Arbogast, and certainly creates an uneasy and tense atmosphere.
Yeah, I think so. Marie. Marion. Samuels. Your boyfriend's name is Sam. Mm-hmm. Was she in disguise, by any chance?
Oh, they know I can't even move a finger, and I won't. I'll just sit here and be quiet, just in case they do suspect me.
As I have analysed, Hitchcock used a variety of unique editing skills to compel the audience, and these techniques contribute enormously to the audience's experience watching the film. From his creative camera shots to his flawless editing techniques, Hitchcock certainly revolutionised filmmaking, leaving his mark on cinema forever.
Why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.